Hey Barbarians, welcome back to another Destiny 2 video. Thank you so much for joining me today, and we're going to be taking a look at the Verity's Brow. Now, this is a Warlock exotic helmet, as you can see here, with a perk called the Fourth Magic. Essentially, upon energy weapon kills, it grants you grenade energy and increased grenade damage. And while you have that active, if you throw a grenade, nearby allies gain increased regeneration for a short time on their grenades. Which I had a few people say was pretty significant as I was playing. So that's something to keep in mind here. Now, here I'm just running a strike to start off. As you can see in my overall review of the weapon up in the side, I do kind of want a disclaimer here. I'm running a strike where the Grenadier on and Arc Burn. So yeah, it's a little biased towards this loadout here. But going through a patrol here first, 8.2 out of 10. Very versatile on any planets. The reason it's not higher, I mean, for me, it's just because of enemy density on the given planets itself. You're just not going to see enemy density that's going to allow you to really utilize this perk as much as I would want to. Now, moving into strikes. Actually, let's save strikes for the end. Gambit, 7.8 out of 10. Yeah, it's a little finicky of a score, but it's my score. Gambit, it's just the game modes are so short, and I think you need to be a little bit more precise with your exotic choice in order to fully maximize your team's potential of winning, and I don't feel as though this gets it done. There are some, trash mob red bar ads. There's just not enough to really utilize this perk, in my opinion. Could you completely build around it and make it effective? Yes, which is why I give it a 7.8 out of 10 on that scale. I just don't think there is enough ads in the game mode as a whole to make this viable. Unfortunately, I wish there was a few more trash mobs as far as Gambit's concerned, and then I really think it would be a top contender. Crucible, 4.4 out of 10, and really there it's just it's bad. You're not going to see anything crazy coming out of it from Crucible. And I did try a couple games of Crucible, and maybe this was on me, and I tried to make a build around it. What weapons did I use? I used the auto rifle. So not certainly the meta, but nothing too terrible either. And I just never really felt it work. I did try to play around it. I tried to use my primary auto rifle. I believe I paired it with a shotgun, which I didn't really use that much, and it wasn't as viable as I was expecting it to be. I was running this subclass, so I was still running Chaos Reach. Yeah, 4.4 out of 10. Much better options for the Warlock. Even if you want to have fun, it's really just not there. It takes too much to build up this perk, in my opinion. And lastly, just going over the strikes, I would bring it to a 9.1 out of 10. Granted, it's Arc Burn and Grenadier, so it's going to be the best showcase of this helmet here. And I'm just mowing enemies with the submachine gun. This is the stochastic, whatever it's called, from Future War Call. This one has Feeding Frenzy with Wellspring. Pretty fun roll. Not my god roll. I haven't gotten that yet. I hope to soon. But I think it strikes the reason I give it a higher score, and it's up there. Grenades are fun. Grenades do damage. PvE enemies, of course, are kind of mindless. You can predict their movement. Therefore, that's why I would go with something like this, so you can reliably get kills with your grenade, and it's going to have that increased damage. As well as your energy weapons, which it states energy as that broad category. So you've got really everything to choose from there, which in terms of versatility really opens up the opportunity for many different loadouts to be showcased, which I really enjoy, especially when it comes to PvE. I personally don't want to feel like I'm really held to one loadout or one weapon, and in terms of this exotic and its perk, I think it showcases many different loadouts really well. Something I completely missed in this video as far as opportunity, and it was just timing wise to sneak this in, was using a weapon with Adrenaline Junkie or even Demolitionist. My primary actually here is the Season 14's grenade launcher. with Slide Shot Demolitionist. I didn't use it that much. I should have. You know, Demolitionist giving me my grenade back, pairing that with kind of just the synergy around this helmet, I think would have done spectacularly. And then trying to have an energy weapon with Adrenaline Junkie, I think is perfect. So in the perfect world, my primary would have Demolitionist like it does here, but then my energy weapon would have Adrenaline Junkie just to really completely synergize the build even further. And then as far as heavy, yeah, you could do Demolitionist again. I just don't really think it's necessary. I do have ashes to assets doubled up. You know, it's in the artifact this season. So grenade kills also give me super energy. So again, just, you know, kind of getting silly just with the synergy all around with the subclass. It was really fun to play, and I did a few strike runs, was just absolutely running through ads without any issues at all. So highly recommend checking out Verity's Brow. Yeah, it's old. I'm doing a kind of a review on it now, but I think it's you know, it's too easy to overlook the amount of exotics we have in this game. People find ones they like or ones they've been told are top tier. They put them on and they just kind of play the game, which is fine. But I think, you know, the point of Destiny, which is often forgotten, is that there's a lot of versatility and fun to be had. So I think that's something that needs to be more uncovered in this game in order for it to truly shine. And that pretty much brings us to the end of this video. I do want to thank you guys very much for watching. I brought it into Gambit, didn't have any success today in terms of winning. Still had fun. I still am one of those suckers that enjoys Gambit. I think there's too much invading. I think that needs to be altered somehow. Fortunately, I don't have a great solution, but just the dynamic of this game mode is fun. I really feel like this game mode just needs more ads. Like, I want to feel like I'm being overwhelmed with enemies, and that just doesn't give it to me in this game mode. Menagerie did that really well. This does not. So yeah, Verity's Brow overall, really fun exotic. Highly recommend using it in PvE activities. PvP, you can pretty much stay away from it. Don't worry about it. Is it something I'd grind for a god roll? No, absolutely not. And there's somebody out there, this is their exotic, and I'm sure this is their main exotic. You know, go you. Not me, but I got a decent roll on it. Nothing crazy. Good enough where I'm like, hey, I might try this without, you know, deleting it. So feel free to give it a try. Please leave a comment below on what you think about the exotic, and I'll catch you barbarians next time. Thanks for watching.
To the other side. Portals up. Go look in the eyes. Vader's defeated. Bringing him back. Hey, you're losing most. Ice the blockers. Vader inbound. Hunt. Enemy invader down. Free to hunt.